Hello YouTube, it is Survivor Nomad and I'm coming at you guys with another video. I have a request from one of my viewers. Her name is Quiche Lorraine. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And she wants to know, basically the question is, let's see here. Accepting the narc hates us on first sight. So how do we accept that the narc hates us on first sight? So I think one of the key things to remember with narcissists is that it's not personal. And I know that that's ironic that I would say that it's not personal. What they do is not personal. If it weren't you, it would be a completely different person. I think, in fact, most of you guys have discovered that even while they were abusing you, they were simultaneously triangulating or abusing someone else. So I'm not going to tell you not to take it personal, but I will say that the narc hating you from the gate or hating you on sight the moment they meet you or being envious of you is not personal. It would be anybody else who possessed your characteristics that the narcissist envied or that they felt they were better deserving of those qualities. Okay? With that being said, how do we go on to accept that the narcissist is hating us or envious of us from the gate? Okay. The narcissist puts on a facade. They pretend. So they have you caught up in a kind of pretend existence. It is not real. It's false. And they are basically leading you on. Okay. Do they believe that it's love? Do they believe? I'm not sure. I honestly, in my personal opinion, from my experience, believe that they know what they're doing is wrong, that they don't love you, and that you are just as disposable as a razor or any other object that they would use and then throw in the trash can. That's my honest belief. So, and they also have a very distorted view of love in general anyway. They think love is control, power, strength, taking someone hostage, because that's basically what they do to you. Knowing where you are, being in charge of you, basically treating you like someone would treat an animal. They will give you money or offer you financial and materialistic things if it makes them look good. It's not really about making you happy or giving you gifts. They'll withhold money. They'll withhold things to be hurtful. They want to control you and make you do what they want you to do. When they say it, they always have to be right. They are the authority. A lot of these things you begin to experience, maybe not from the beginning, but this is a result, a direct result of them hating you. It's a direct result of them being envious of you from the gate, hating you on sight. These are some of the things that, the qualities that they possess and the things that they bring into your life. They really don't care about you as much as they care about having you to do things for them. They want to be the center of attention, and this can take the form of them monopolizing your time and your day. In the beginning of a relationship, when they first start love bombing you, and they may text you all day, call you all the time. When you answer, they're frantic and you're like, what's going on? Oh, I'm worried about you. I'm so worried about you. Even though you're okay, they're obsessively worried about you. And that's a form of control. Flowers too early, phone calls all the time. They want to be at the head of any important table. They will be isolating. They'll be self-isolating and quiet when things aren't about them. They could care less. They're not really interested in other people. And they could care less whoever else is talking or what they're talking about until it's time for them to shine. If the experience isn't about them, then they want to either leave or they sit there and they sulk. This includes holidays, Christmas time, things like that. So you'll see them really, really start to show their true colors around the time where it's important events like birthdays, holidays, things like that. If the experience isn't about them, they're not happy about it. They try to make you admire them. They want to be admired, sometimes even for things that they have not accomplished. There's going to be constant chaos in the relationship with them, almost from the very beginning. They start out subtly doing things to try to make you jealous, to incite anger in you. It doesn't have to always be, you as a source of supply doesn't always have to be a positive thing. They enjoy negative attention. Any kind of attention works, but negative attention is just as good as positive. So it doesn't matter. They can literally make your life a living hell. They do not tell you the truth. They withhold information. If you try to confront them on it, they will come out and say, oh, I didn't say it that way. Oh, I didn't mean this. They will purposely leave out information that if they were in your shoes, they would have wanted to know. They're going to talk bad about you. They're going to be passive aggressive. They are going to tell everyone they're so concerned about your mental health. They're basically alluding to the idea that there's something abnormal or that you're having some kind of emotional, psychological disorder. They send that message to people so that at any time along the abuse continuum that you try to come out, if you ever do smarten up, figure them out, and decide to go for help, then they will have already turned the people that you're going to run to against you and told them that you were crazy, that you have some kind of psychological or emotional problem. And it's just not going to bode well for you when you finally do try to reach out for help. So they're going to question your mental health. When you're perfectly balanced and healthy, they're going to make you think that you're not, They're going to gaslight you. They will hide your items, make you look around the house for things. You put a certain place, they will remove them. They're really trying to make you feel like you are losing your mind. Then if you get upset about it, they're going to point out that you're overreacting, you're ungrateful, you're oversensitive. They're going to prey on any of your insecurities. You remember when we talked about them going out on dates with you and just wanting to know everything about you in the beginning? That is so that they can use that information against you later and basically say, hey, you're insecure and you're acting like you want to be fixed, and because you're broken. They're basically telling people about you, the world, your friends, your family, everybody. They hate you and they're envious of you because you are innocent, you're naive, you're sweet, you have integrity. You possess these qualities that they do not have, and that is infuriating to them. And since they cannot take on those qualities, they want to destroy you. So that's their goal. They will try to, they condescend you a lot. They'll tell you, you don't know this or you don't know that. Oh, let me teach you. Let me show you. You could be doing something. They'll take it out of your hand and let me show you how to do that correctly. Because obviously you don't have enough common sense to get the thing done. They want you to be jealous, obsessed, infatuated, possessive, all the things that they are. If you are not, they will slowly but surely plant and orchestrate incidents so that you will become jealous. And if you do in the event call them on it or happen to say something about the way you feel, then they will taunt you and basically call you crazy. Okay? They're going to guilt trip you. They're going to constantly say, oh, you don't love me enough. You're not taking care of me. Only if you were a better wife or a better husband, every excuse you can think of. Only if you were better in bed. And that's another thing they do. From the beginning, they will use intimacy. They will use sex to try to lure you in. So be careful of that as well. Backstabbing, betrayal, they'll assassinate your character. They will even try to turn your friends and family against you. So they will insult you, and you are not allowed to say anything that they don't like. They give you privileges to talk. Sometimes they will just outright tell you to shut up. Don't backtalk them. Don't talk when they're talking. They'll scream, they'll rage, they'll threaten to commit suicide, they'll stalk you. They are very selfish. They'll hold everything that they have to themselves and want to share everything that you have. They don't respect boundaries. They don't trust you. They have this very, very cynical and evil smirk when you're in pain. They want to see you in pain. They enjoy it. And oftentimes they will do things to you to have you experience pain so that they can laugh at you. And they really do enjoy seeing others hurting. So that's one thing you have to be careful of too. They when they're in pain, you're going to know about it, and their pain is more important than anything you can go through. You will find out that you can tell them that something hurts you and they will continue to do it. They do not care. And you can't count on your memory, obviously, because if you remind them of something they said or done or try to hold them accountable, they will go into a rage. All of these things, their needs, their moods, desires, and the way they see themselves, you, and the world, tells you one thing clearly, and that is that they hate you. Look at their actions. Don't listen to what they say, because what they say is not consistent, but their actions are consistent. They will show you how they feel about you. Narcissists, they hate you from the moment they meet you, and they set a plan into action because you have those such good qualities, loving, caring, empathetic, to destroy you. And so this is doing your research and basically learning about narcissism is how you protect yourself from the hate that you receive on sight from a narcissist. Educating yourself is the best form of protection. Don't depend on others to protect you. Don't depend on therapists to protect you. You have to be your own best advocate. And when you see the red flags, when you know, you just go, and that's it. So I hope I answered the question of how do we accept that narcissists hate us from the gate? You accept that narcissists hate you from the gate by looking at their behavior and asking yourself very simply, would a person that truly loved me do all of these things to me? And I think unequivocally the answer to that is no, they would not. So that is all. This is Survivor Nomad, and I'm sorry I hadn't made a video in very long, but I hope that this is sufficient. And I will see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.